My name is Yolanda Slagmuller Flores, and this is my business, Casa Flores Cabinetry, which I started with my husband back in 2006. And I'm here to tell you my story, which is all about pivoting, also sometimes called rebooting, or as Michelle Obama calls it in her memoir, swerving. And these are the moments in my life where my life has been completely turned upside down, whether intentionally or unintentionally, and the trajectory of my life has been changed ultimately for the better. So the first reboot was back in 1995, just after I finished university. I was living my pretty normal life. I had a job and had an apartment, and there was nothing particularly exciting about my life until one day I met this guy. He was visiting from Chile. He didn't speak any English, and I at the time was learning some Spanish, and we started to talk, and before you knew it, we were dating, and we fell crazily, madly in love. We had this crazy whirlwind romance, and he had to go back to Chile. So what was I to do? Well, I dropped everything, and I'm not a spontaneous person at all, I have to tell you, but I left my job, I left my apartment. My friends were worried about me, my family was worried about me, everybody thought I was crazy. I barely knew this guy. But if you haven't guessed by now, this is my husband Humberto, that I've been married to for 24 years. And obviously one of the craziest, but one of the best decisions that I have ever made in my life. The second reboot was back in 2006 when we started our own business. Huge risk for us at the time. We both had secure jobs, we had a young family, we had a mortgage, but we really wanted to start something that was our own, and we decided we would just go for it. And obviously really happy that we did. We've grown it from a small mom and pop type business to one with some of the most advanced manufacturing capability that is available in our industry. So we're super proud of that. And the final reboot was a couple of years ago, and this was not planned or expected, or definitely not wanted at the time. But I found out that I was going to need open heart surgery. And open heart surgery is a big deal. It really forces you to look at your life and whether you're living it the way that you want to. And the reality is that I really wasn't. I mean, I was successful and I had a good business, but my life was all about work, and there was no time for me. And when you have heart surgery, it's a long and difficult recovery, and you are forced to look at at yourself and take care of yourself. And as my mom put it at the time, it was like I started a whole new life. I started doing things that I love to do. I started biking, I started kayaking, and all sorts of things that made me happy. So I think this message of rebooting is really important, especially right now in this time with COVID and everything else, and so much uncertainty that yes, it's going to completely turn your life upside down, and it's going to change it, but ultimately it will probably be for the better. And that's my story, and that's my message. Thanks so much.